there's all this talk about sanctions and all of the things that we've done. And, of course, nothing's off the table, they're saying. And so there seems to be some results happening. It's mostly making it so that Russia can't export their oil. Now, Russia is the third largest oil producer in the world behind the U.S., and I believe it's Saudi Arabia. But it's not that they can't sell oil, as it is that lots of buyers are just choosing not to buy it for fear that it wouldn't be delivered because they can't get the financing for the ships, or they can't get the ships insured, or they're afraid that the ships would be seized and they would pay for their oil but not get it. And there's the whole morality of it. A lot of companies are just choosing to stop doing business there because of what's happening. And so there's this battle that's waging between the moral issues with the humanitarian impact of what Russia's doing and the concerns about the bottom lines. So what do we do as Christians? Should we prioritize profits over human lives? I don't think that would be the advice that the scripture gives us. In fact, I know it wouldn't. The Bible defines true riches as souls, and God is so concerned about people more than profits or the things of this world. And, while the Western sanctions against Russia have so far allowed the country to continue to trade, most buyers are just avoiding the products already. 66% of Russian oil is struggling to find buyers, according to one study that I saw. And that is a good thing because, without money, it's hard to buy ammunition and pay soldiers and, carry on an attack of another country. Except Shell is doing something kind of interesting. There was some news out this weekend that they're buying 100,000 metric tons of oil from Russia at historically discounted prices. Now that's over 600 to 700 million barrels of oil, just if we're doing the math, and the discount was a hair shy of $30 a barrel. So at the current prices, if the math is right, and that they're getting about a 20 to 30% discount on oil. But they've justified their actions, and they said that they intend to donate the profits to humanitarian efforts in the Ukraine. So it kind of seems like they're making Russia pay for everything that they're doing in the Ukraine by forcing them really to sell their oil at discounted prices, and then they're going to donate that profit. And, there was a bit of wordsmithing there, and it doesn't say 100% of their profit, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody keeps an eye on what they actually do there. But and one of the things that they said is that they're going to continue to buy it from Russia because they're having trouble finding it other places. Russia, like I said, is the third largest oil producer in the world. Well, here's an idea. Why don't we produce more? Why don't we get it out of the ground with our technology and our careful care for the environment? Why don't we get it out of the ground, produce more, refine it here, benefit? Biden talked a good game about, let's make it in America, make it in America, make it in America. Well, let's do that. Let's get the wells open. I mean, you would think that the incentive would be there for the refiners to get that open and make money, make hay while the sun is shining, as the old adage says. And, with the price of oil going way up, let's get it out of the ground here and sell it here and defund Russia. Maybe that can be our new slogan now. We're going to try to defund Russia instead of defunding the police, right? So and you heard Ian talk about gas prices over the weekend, which are just really out of control. And the average for a gallon of gas has topped $4 on Sunday. And the underlying cost of oil counts for more than 50% of the cost of gas that people put in their cars. So every day that we hear that oil is up, oil is up, oil is up, that means gas prices are up, gas prices are up, gas prices are up, and we're going to pay more to fill up our vehicles. And then I heard, just one little mention of this in the mainstream media, a whole lot about it. But at one point, they said that they were going to maybe try to go to Iran for some oil too. Really, Iran? Are we really going to? You know, we'd be well to remember history at this point in the Cold War that we had with Russia, and it was really the the impact to Russia's economy that went a long way to bringing down the Berlin Wall. And again, here we see the battle between good and evil manifesting in money.
Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.